Blue Brain, what up? Good seeing you, bro. About to do this 96.
What up, man?
What
Uphill
up? What
Radio.
up? The radio, dog. How you doing?
Oh, I'm blessed.
Can you see everything good?
Yeah, I can see you clear. I just FYI, I have like crappy Wi-Fi.
Oh, we make it happen. We'll make it work. So, so how you feeling, bro?
Oh man, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Today was a good day. Yeah, man.
So where are you at right now? What state?
So I'm actually at school in Texas.
Oh, for sure.
To get I'm getting a medical certification. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
here at school right now. Yeah,
That's
you can
nice.
actually hear my roommate talking in the background. If
Y'all
yeah, he's over there.
getting that study in. So how is it out in Texas right now?
Well, we just had a hurricane pass through here this past weekend, so it was cool with a bunch of rain, a lot of rain, but it's cool. I like Texas. It's big, so
Let's go ahead and talk about you as an artist, bro. 96thela. Now, how'd you come up with that name?
word. So well, 96thela, that's how you say it. It's cool because not a lot of people know how to say it. Like they say 96thela. So 96, that's the year I was born. And LA is like my rap name. It's called Lost Adventure. So it's 96 The Lost Adventure. And it kind of stems from like life itself. My concept behind Lost Adventure is like, I'm lost in my own adventure of life. So that's kind of where Lost Adventure stems from, like, everybody lives every day and they don't know what they're doing, but they're living, and it's like we're lost, but it's an adventure, we have fun, we have bad days, good days. So that's kind of where the name stems from.
That's dope. That's dope. And then your newest project is actually self-titled, right? Lost Adventure.
Yeah, self-titled Lost Adventure, exactly.
Bro, shout out to you because that
Uh,
shit was fire, dog.
hey, hey, much love, bro. Thank you, dude. Thank you,
Yes,
man.
sir. Let's go ahead and where was your mind at? How did that come together? That project, Lost Adventure.
Okay, so let me just say, like, the first song I ever made off the album is Beverly Hills, right? So, just to put it out there, took 2 years to make that album. So I started in 2019. I ended up I was doing a few I was doing a few networking parties I was going to around Houston, and I stumbled upon an engineer, like an artist, he's an artist out here in Houston that I previously sold a mic to, and
Nice.
it's older guy, he has his own record label, and dude was like having like a whole like radio interview on one side, studio session on the other. It's the first time I've ever seen it. So, it was cool. It was a networking party. So I went to the studio, recorded Beverly Hills, and I was like, 2019, I was like, dude, like, should I do more? What should I do? Should I drop as a single, right? So I kept that song for a long time. Oh, by the way, that song is produced by High Tech. So it's a Canadian producer. I locked in with him,
Dang.
and that's where it all started. It was locking in with this producer named High Tech, and I just rocked with his beat so hard. It was just like it was instantaneous. We built a business um, relationship, and we just grew, and it was meeting him where I was just like, okay, I can really like make good music in the studio. Like I need to get into the studio more, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it all stemmed from. And then, as far as like everything else, it was just like having fun, going to the studios, bringing my boys along with me. And, just that's really what it's about. So it's a 9 song album. And, every song is like, it's supposed to give you a different experience each time. So, um, that's kind of my idea behind Lost Adventure. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was listening to Lost Adventure, I noticed that you have a lot of different flows, bro. A lot of
Yeah,
different
most
flows.
definitely.
Like
most definitely.
I'll listen to like Fashion, which your flow is incredible, bro. I freaking love your flow, bro. You master that flow, but then you listen to Scene Part Two, and you completely change it.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, so I do have a lot of flows in my pocket, and it's really just, just by just the people that I kind of listen to, and just being who I am, just trying to work at my craft harder and harder each time, each song I make, that's where that comes from, so yeah, you're definitely right. I do have a lot of flows, and it's crazy. Yeah, it's dope.
Bro, your song, yeah, that one's crazy. The artist that you got on that, bro, the way you got switched it up. Talk about that song right there.
All right, so yeah, all right, I'm gonna talk about that song. All right, so that song there was a song that probably shouldn't have happened, but it happened, right? So pretty much that song was recorded 2 days after Christmas. So, everybody's around family, and, like, why are you even recording on Christmas, right? Like, in this
Yeah.
holiday season, but I was in the studio, I was locked in, I was making it happen. So, a buddy of mine who I used to previously work with had his younger cousin who's signed to a label out in Florida. Um, he's in Houston, he wants to make music, and I was running a studio at the time before I went to school. So it's just like, I had to come in and, we locked in just like that, and one day, he hit me up, like honestly, this was probably like a day before Christmas that happened. That's when I first met him. And then he hit me up 2 days after Christmas, like, hey, dude, I'm about to go back out of state. Let's lock in on a song. So I'm like, yeah, for sure. He pulls up and we listened to beats like for 20 minutes, and then yeah, the beat that Yaz on started playing, and we're just like, he starts freestyling. I'm just like, dude, go in the booth. I'm like, go in the booth, record this right now, right? And he dropped his verse, and I was like, how am I going to come on this? I was like, I need to come different because this guy, I've never made a song with this guy. His flow is unique. I need to come with a unique flow. And once he laid, I was just like, okay. And I punched in. I didn't write it. I freestyled the whole time. I punched in.
Dang.
And, I didn't feel like it was fire at first. I was just punching in, and it was just like, it was just going as it was going. I was like, dude, I don't even know if it's cool, but I'm just going to record. And yeah, 16 bars later, that verse is there, and I didn't alter it. I didn't change anything up. I put the ad libs, the backups, and boom, you know, it was crazy. So I will say this: we didn't go to the studio; they came to my studio, and there's a did it kind of tweak out? I don't know. My phone just kind of glitched. I don't know
All
what
good.
happened.
You're good now.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So I mixed the song at first, and then I actually sent it to one of the engineers I am locked in that's in Russia, and his name's
Whoa.
Buffalo the Plug, and he mixed that song. So that's why it sounds so crazy, and it's like you're really unique because my guy in Russia, he really did his thing.
Dang. So that one in particular you sent to get it mixed in Russia. Now, what about your other songs? How do you get those mixed?
Okay, so my Russian engineer mixed three of the songs. So he mixed John Cena, which is featuring Cap Gold. He mixed Amazing featuring Cap Gold, and
Amazing.
yeah. Now the rest of the songs were actually mixed by Marquise, which is the guy who did Beverly Hills, and um, with him, like I said, I sold him a mic like 2017, and we locked in ever since. And he's actually the same guy who shot Fashion Video.
Oh, no way. Multi-talented right there. Video's hot.
Yeah, yeah. So the guy who mixed and mastered my whole album pretty much is the one who's doing my videos as well.
Oh, that's wild. So you got a good team behind you, bro.
And actually, yeah, and what's awesome is that okay, so Off White, the song Off White and the song Scene are produced by him as well. So, it's like
Wow.
he's like an all-in-one kind of guy. But yeah, so that's really like came about.
Now, the 9 songs, bro, you're working on your tape. How do you choose your beats? Because the beats are bananas.
So the beats, it's interesting that you say that, dude. I'm really picky with my beats because I myself, I have my own production group as well. As you know, with my cousin D'Angelo, and Signature Media Group. We're going crazy. So, with my beats, it's like, for years I was the YouTube rapper, always going on the type beats and all that. And it hit me one day. I was like, yo, like I have expensive equipment. I'm spending all this money on videos and all this kind of stuff. I need to make a step into purchasing beats or networking with producers. So it was around the 2019 when I met High Tech. That's when I really started reaching out to different producers. So like pretty much like I would just search up Lucky type beats. I don't know if you're familiar with Lucky.
No.
All right, so Lucky, he's out of Chicago. And he's kind of like a cloud rapper, like really dark and melody and, it's some slow. So it was right up my alley. And so,
Sick.
I started getting on his type beats and, whatever producers made his kind of beats, I would hit them up. And, some of them will be cool, like young guys like me, and they'll just be like, yo, man, like, here's a pack, like, work with it. And, being an artist, I'm like, I'll push myself to make these kind of music, and that's how really it started, getting the beats that I get now and that I have now. I do have my own team. I do have a producer that I work with. His name's AB. I'm not sure if he's on the live now, but I work with UV as well. They're out of Canada, and yeah, man, I got a whole team behind me, and it's awesome, and I'm truly fortunate to have people who really, like my sound.
Looking from my perspective, looking at you as an artist, bro, one thing that I see you do all the time and I admire is you hustle, bro. You network.
Yeah.
Where does that drive come from?
So, the drive comes from just like who I am, like I'm an outgoing person. I can say, I'm kind of guy, I can hop on a plane and in 20 minutes, just book a flight in 20 minutes, hop on a plane and go out the country, like just for one day, I'll take a flight to Puerto Rico or, like just jump out of a plane or, like go jet skiing. I'm really a adventurous guy. So when it comes down to like, just like networking, it's kind of like, like I have a bunch of connects in San Diego, a bunch of connects, in the IE, in LA. I have a bunch of connects in Houston, obviously, Florida, Louisiana, Arizona, and now I'm reaching out to Canada and I'm getting a bunch of love from Vancouver, from my boy Jaggy, who I tapped in literally in May. And, like since I locked in with him, Jaggy, we've really made it happen. Like his guys, his network, and his fan base in Canada, they really rock with him, and they started rocking with me. Like I'm going on my my Spotify, and I see people from Canada. I'm like, I've never seen that before, So it just goes with me. Like the networking part is just like how I am, man.
Damn, bro, it's crazy because you really do have that star power, bro. You have that presence. You know what I mean? And I'm sure
I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of folks gravitate towards that, dog. Like you're ready for stardom, bro. Now let's say, how much fame do you want? Like, where are you trying to get?
Okay, that's a good question, and I've actually been thinking about that. I've done multiple conflicts, right? So, like I'm not shy on, performing in front of 1,000, 10,000 people. Like I feel I'm ready for Rolling Loud. I'm ready for that. But how big I want to get, honestly, dude, I'm the kind of guy like, I do it. I make music because I want to listen to it, and it's like, if I feel like I've reached my point where I can put somebody under my wing and they can go above me, then albeit too, but, like I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to be the next Drake, but who knows, like, so it's really, I really work hard and I stay positive with it. There's no end game for me, with music. It's not like an ending, like, oh, I'm going to be like Gunna, and then when I'm like Gunna, I'm just going to stack up money and retire. Like, it's not really like that. It's like, this is a lifestyle, so it's like, it's not like how big I'm going to get. It's just like, okay, like, do I want a song that's going to get, go platinum? Like that's cool. I'd rather have a song go platinum and have that than say, oh yeah, I'm famous with, 10K likes or, stuff like that. Like, that's just how it is. So like, I would love to be on the Billboard charts, and, I would love, to have like, venues that want to book me. So
Facts.
if you say like, if I'm locally famous, then albeit, so I stay humble with that question because, there's, like I said, there's no end game. So I don't know where I'm going to end up, to be honest.
Yo, I respect you being humble, bro, but Jaggy does put a point. Like, you're going to be past Drake, dog. You're going to be that next thing. Like, and I'm speaking generally, bro, because your music is quality content. And not only that, like I said, you have that presence, bro. Like, any moment now, you're going to be right there on the top. And I agree with you. Having a platinum record is way more important than having 10,000 likes on a track or whatnot. But I know you'll get there. Now, what's your most successful song to date right now?
So that can go a lot of ways. Most successful as far as streams, or I would say the best song ever made. Like, rephrase that question. Like, where are you going with that?
The streams. Which one has the most streams, the most comments?
Okay, so the one that has the most streams is Back to the H with Can Can. That's, Can Can's going crazy right now if you don't know who he is. And I locked in with Can Can in 2020. I met him in Beverly Hills in California. I was in LA, and we locked in, and we made that song. And I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, I'm getting thousands of streams, but it's my most streamed song, with him. And I do have another song with him that's my second most streamed song. It's called F to Rio. But yeah, Can Can's going crazy, so obviously, that's my most streamed song.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Now, is there a song that you did that is kind of underrated that you wish it would get more plays? That's even doper.
Yeah. All right. This is a tough one. Because I have a lot of songs. But as far as the songs that are out that I really thought was gonna go crazy, it was FaceTime. My song FaceTime off my FaceTime mixtape that I dropped in 2019. I thought that was the song that people would go crazy for. I don't know, maybe, give it enough time, people will catch on. But that was the song when I made it, I was like, okay, this is it.
That's wild.
I thought it was the shit, yeah.
So you made that FaceTime project in 2019.
Yeah. And so what were you saying?
I was gonna say it doesn't sound aged at all though.
So I made that song. I started making FaceTime in 2018, dropped it the summer of 2019 on my birthday. So it took just under a year to make. It did take some time. I'm not gonna lie, like, cause like I was it was my first studio mixtape. So I was trying to go and like find the best studio. So at that time, 2019, that's when I started getting a little bit money, investing in my music, and so I started hopping around studios. And that's why it's definitely quality for sure. I like the mixtape as well, but I definitely feel like I definitely could have stuck with one studio, but it was like a trial and error kind of mixtape. That's why I feel like it's a mixtape more than an album. But I own all the beats, but I feel like it's more of a mixtape because it was during the period in my career where I was just like, you know what, this is a little bit shaky. I just want to try this out. But I will say it's funny that on that mixtape I recorded my song, the first scene, twice. So I went to two different studios for that same song because I didn't like the first one, and I paid the dollar and all that.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Does that kind of irritate you sometimes, or you're good? You're fine with it?
Look, man, I'm an audio engineer myself. I'm self-taught, from top to bottom. Does it irritate me? Yes. I'm not going to sit here and lie like I don't know what I'm doing. But what I will say is that, not everybody can, knows the vision that you have. You know what I mean? So, like I said, at the time I was hopping around, like literally, dude, I have FaceTime was recorded in San Diego, at I don't know if you're familiar with Cognac. Cognac is one of the OG engineers. Everybody's been to Cognac, right? So I recorded that song with Cognac while I was visiting my cousin D'Angelo in San Diego. And the rest of the songs were recorded in Houston. But the rest of the songs that I have there, it's a 5-song mixtape. I went to like 5 different studios. So, yeah.
That's wild. Do you see yourself when you do record at these different cities and states that you capture that energy? Or are you able to recreate whatever you want?
So most definitely, I definitely capture the environment. I'm one of those kind of guys, I'm not going to go to a place if I don't believe, number one, in that purpose, and number two, if I don't feel comfortable, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm going at that. Sorry, repeat the question, man. I kind of got off track. My
It's
roommate's
all good,
talking.
bro. I was saying because you were talking about going to these different cities and states, and when you're recording
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
songs.
You're saying capturing the energy,
Yeah,
right? So, as we know, California is the wild side. Everybody knows the Wild West. So,
yeah,
when I'm in California, I know how to move around San Diego. So, like that's the vibe I get. You know how it is in California.
yeah.
But also, when I'm in Houston, I know how to move around as well. I've lived in Houston numerous years. So it's like, like regardless of where I go, because I know like what kind of artist I am and how I rock with myself and how I rock with my music and I rock with, like the energy, I just go hard every time. I go hard every
Yeah.
time because I make music to perform concerts. I don't just hop on the studio and like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make a little song. Like, no, I have an idea. Like my concept, and this has been like this for quite a bit, is, like the songs that I make, I would like to perform every single
Yeah.
time, you know? So there's never going to be those songs that like, oh, like it's kind of half-assed. And if I do have those songs, you won't hear it. Like I have like in the vault right now, from 2014 to now, I probably have over 1,000 songs, man. I've lost quite a bit. I have about maybe 300 of those right now, and that's like when I was with Trico Records, old songs D'Angelo had, old songs I recorded. I don't know if you know who Nathan Tabs is.
I don't.
He's doing a lot of stuff. So Nathan Tabs, he's doing a lot of stuff in LA with big celebrities. Have songs with him, so it's lit, man. It's lit. It's cool, how it all comes about. So, it's just wherever I'm at, I just got to make sure that, I give it 100% and that's it. Not 96, not 97, 100%. That's why I
Hey,
stick with this because I'm like 96 is like right here and 100's right here. I'm that close. You know what I mean? So like
hey.
I'm closer than anybody else is gonna get. That's how I see it. So like I'm always gonna go 100%.
That's right, dog. And you could hear it, bro. Now with the music in the vault, bro. Do you ever ponder like, damn, I might have a hit in there?
Of course. Of course, man. Of course. Of course. With this album I just recently released, like it took 2 years, to drop that. And so it's like, the fact that you say like, oh, like it was in the vault for 2 years, man, and I sometimes I was just like, what should I really do with this? Am I ready for people to hear this? Like, am I ready for what's going to come next? Like, is it that time? So yeah, man, like, like there's songs that are even finished now, like that are ready to drop and, that would definitely get some acknowledgement. But a lot of the times it's not like, when am I going to drop it? It's just, am I ready to put the work in to deliver everything for my fans? Like when I dropped this album, I wanted to make sure that I had number one videos. I want number two to have, if not an idea of touring, to at least have an executed concrete thing like, okay, like this is what I'm going to perform, have merch ready, all this kind of stuff. So I'm at the point right now, I'm going to kind of leak this information, that I'm going to be doing a bunch of concerts coming up soon, like guaranteed. I'm going to be doing a merch drop coming soon.
Yeah.
Like so, I'm going to have like lighters with like QR codes, like
Yeah.
Spotify. So that's the point that I was trying to get. You know, it's not just, oh yeah, I want to go to the studio and get a dope song, and I know this is going to be lit, and I know I'm going to get this many views. It's really like, you know, like, am I ready for my fans to lock in with 96? Like, I walk outside at the local grocery store and they're like, if you see 96, or, you know, some mom is like, hey, I saw my son listening to your music. Can I get a picture with you? You know, like, that's what I'm delivering. I'm not delivering anything else other than that.
Damn, so that's dope, bro. So you're really a smart man. You have the rollout ready to go before you do anything.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Damn, and then you brought up the light, like the merch with the lighters with the QR code, bro. That's a new idea I ain't ever heard of. What made you came up with that idea?
It's funny. It was a conversation that I had recently with an associate of mine. You know, we were just talking about music in the underground and how it's going nuts right now, by the way. For anybody that's locked in with the underground, obviously, you know, we have people here, they know about the underground, how lit it's gone up. You know, it was his idea. He's just like, you know, I was telling him about the USBs and how I'm going to be doing USBs. And he's like, look, man, like, do it lighter with the QR code. And I was just like, yo, that's exactly what I need to do, you know? And so, yeah, that's where it came from. It wasn't originally my idea. And I'm not even sure if the homie's in here right now, but yeah, Booth Pat.
Yo, that's crazy that you brought that up. The underground is going crazy, dog. It's a different time for the underground, bro. Now, you've been rapping for a minute. How have you, from your eyes, from your perspective, what is the underground like right now for you?
You know, look, so hold on, I'm waiting to like, can you see me correctly? It's
Yeah,
kind of like laggy.
yeah, I can see it, though.
Okay, cool. So, I see the underground is actually doing the best it's ever been. And we just got in. Let me just put a disclaimer out there. You know, the underground doesn't just consist of music. You know, it's fashion.
Yeah,
It's like, being creative. Like, it's going, going to different kind of meetings for banks. It's like, going to the grocery store and whatever products you buy, like the cereals and, with the shoes and, the underground is a statement, it's not really just a one way, street. So the underground's going crazy right now, like the fashion industry with the underground scene collabing. It's amazing. Like we're coming up with a bunch of crazy stuff. And there's money being made, like people that, are entrepreneurs, they have their mind right. They're actually progressing and, like that same spark that everybody had when Bait first came out, it's now coming again. Like this is a newer, different kind of Bait though. It's bigger than Bait, but it's actually more exclusive to Bait. That's how the underground is right now. So, to put it in those words, I feel like the underground is really getting appreciated, and it's awesome, man. I'm actually happy to be part of it because
yeah,
you have like artists like Drake. They're kind of like they're looking down at us, and they're just like, hey, man, this dude Yeet, he's pretty cool, and like I don't know if you know, but Yeet's like going crazy in the underground.
yeah,
Right? So it's just like, if Drake is trying to get attention from Yeet, it's like the underground right now is certified. Everybody has a blue check if you're underground.
yeah,
I actually
bro.
forget that we have a black check.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? We're underground. Let's keep it black. We got a black check.
dang, that's tight, dog. A black check, damn, that's tight, bro. Now let's say one of Drake's people hit you up, bro. Is that something you really want?
So look, man, it's funny that you say that, dude. I have a lot of connections in the industry. I have people who know people who know people. Like I said, my guy Nathan Tasman, he that does videos for a lot of celebrities. He's kicking it with these celebrities, and I have the guy's contact. He knows me, I know him.
Damn.
Now, if somebody from Jake's team hit me up, I would look at it as a business, a business. How can you say inquiry?
Hmm.
It's not going to be, like, oh, hey, I'm going to be, going nuts and bananas. Of course, I'm going to be excited. Everybody is human, with emotions, but it's like you got to be a right mind. So
Yeah.
how I operate is I always have to be ready. I always have to be ready for what's to come next. So being prepared for that, I'm ready for right now for anything. If Drake's team hit me up, or if somebody, smaller than Drake, like let's just say, I don't know, like some upcoming artists, like I don't know if like LA artist, but like Draco the Ruler, like somebody like local like Draco the Ruler, like even though he's a legend, he's still local, he still holds it down. Even somebody like him, like, business inquiry always, So it's like no matter how big or small, I'm always gonna remain the same, and it's like it's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So I'm ready right now. How I act now is how you're gonna see me when I'm talking to Drake.
Yo, that's wild. It's crazy
Yeah.
because let's talk about the connections for a bit. Like, I remember when you and D'Angelo with the Trico Records, y'all were making
Yeah.
moves, and I barely missed it, but I was on my way to see you guys perform. But I did see the video y'all made out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
bro, you guys had the energy, dog. But just focusing on you, you do have the energy in performing these songs. If anything, all of your songs are anthems.
I appreciate that, man. And to kind of clarify what you just said, yeah, that I wish you would have showed up to that concert in San Diego 2017.
Yeah,
If you guys don't know the history, it's the same stage. XSS Tentacion and 1207 got into a fight. You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
that area. If you guys know about that fight in 2017, I performed on that stage. But
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
the Trico Records, man, to really to say it off, that was like my first major, movement. That's when I started taking music serious. Just to kind of give you information, I was managing four other guys.
Whoa.
I was managing myself, D'Angelo, I was managing Q Hype, I was managing Pablo, I was managing who else? Um I was managing like two other guys, like and I was recording more than that, like mind you not, San Diego's movement, the underground scene is untouchable. There's stars, that you won't even know because they are locked in San Diego. So it's like, that's what was really going on. I was managing these artists, the audio engineer, I'm rapping, I'm featuring, I'm producing, like, and at the same time, D'Angelo, he's making the money moves. Like he's talking to the other guys, trying to get the videos ready. You know what I mean? Getting the cars rented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally the day of the concert, I was mixing our set.
Dang.
Like I mixed our set that did like hours before the concert was starting. You know what I mean? Like we went to go get a Hennessy bottle, and while everybody's taking the shots of Hennessy, I'm upstairs in the studio
Working.
getting the mix right because I was just that much of a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, man, that's kind of like my little experience with Tribe, but it's all love, It's all love, man. No matter how far we go, because it's like that, we did everything together, man. I shot my first video, that's when I met Nathan Tabs, that's when me and D'Angelo were living together, we were just doing our thing in San Diego. 2017 was an amazing time for music. 2016, amazing time for music, man.
Yeah, it was. It was a different moment for sure. Different air, different energy.
Yeah, it was a whole different flavor. It was a whole different flavor, whole different energy.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if people really know about this, but you guys opened up for that night when you guys were performing. You guys opened up for Hobson's, and Hobson's was a pretty big artist at the time. He's still pretty big, but when I heard y'all were opening for Hobson's, I was like, "Damn, bro, these guys are making moves."
Yeah. So something that's awesome about it. We actually made money for performing before Hobson. Um,
Yo,
so I will say this: I never got to shake the man's hand, but I was right there. Hobson, Token, Jordan Lucas,
Token, yeah, Johnny Lucas, damn.
amazing guys, amazing guys, and I performed on the same stage as all of them at the same time. Like I was a set before them, but we were all together. And it was awesome. It was amazing, man. Yeah.
Yo, I forgot about that. I forgot that. I didn't know that was Joyner Lucas performing.
That was Jordan Lucas. Yeah, this is like before he got the record deal, and this
Yeah,
is like if he's performing under Hobson, Hobson brought him on. So
yeah.
Hobson was like, hey, come join the tour, and that's what happened. Yeah,
Damn, bro, that's dude. Just a matter of time, dog. Now, who's someone that you really want to connect with in the industry?
You know, look, somebody who I really would like to connect with. Look, I'll tell you this, man. As you know, I do dabble in, heavy metal. I grew up literally going to Anthrax concerts. I've been to Slayer concerts. Like saw Kiss, Motley Crue. So
Damn.
like, I'm really into the rock scene, like insane. So who I would like to collab with, man, is a hard question. But if I were to say right now who I would like to collab with, it'll probably be for business purposes only. I would say, oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'll probably put who would I put up there? Who would I put up there? Who would I put up there? Bryson Tiller, number one.
Ooh,
Bryson Tiller. Bryson
yo,
Tiller
that
or
would be
Tory
a
Lanez.
move.
Bryson Tiller or Tory Lanez, it'll be an instant hit, without a doubt.
What do you think about what Tory Lanez is going through right now?
So I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm not really into the media, like that. I do hear about things, I see the memes, but my idea is like to not listen to a lot of mainstream music because I'll end up sounding like that artist.
Mm,
That's how it is. If you're a fan of somebody, you're gonna end up sounding like them, right?
yeah.
So what I think Tory Lanez is going through right now, I honestly think he's getting the most popularity he's ever gotten. Like so to be real with you, now's the best time for him to squeeze everything he can get, because as we all know, once you're up, there is a pitfall. So it's always to prepare for that.
You know what's crazy is you're right. Once you're like at the top of your game, it's only the only way you can go is down now. But Drake is still up there, dog.
Honestly, is he up? I'm gonna tell you this right now. We all saw the Rolling Loud performance
Oh yeah.
when he got booed off stage. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it 100, dude. That's just how I am. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I see how an individual is. Like aside the jewelry, aside the tattoos, aside anything, as you are in the flesh. So it's like, like Drake is an awesome guy. He's an actor, he's an entertainer. He's an artist, he's a mentor. But at the end of the day, everybody can fail. Everybody can have that amazing feeling of, yo, I didn't do my best job. And so it's like, when it comes down to Drake, like, yeah, he's on top of his game, but understand that you are just as capable of, getting that treatment just as everybody else. So it's like, yeah, I mean, that's how I look at it. I
That's a good
just look
point.
at it in a humble perspective, man, all the
Man,
way, like the whole network.
dang, that's actually a really good point you put out there, bro. When I saw Drake getting booed, bro, I was like, damn, I didn't expect that, bro.
It hurt everybody. Like, like I've never seen Drake personally in concert, but I
Yeah.
feel as if like I would, because I know who he is and how much he's established and how I grew up listening to him, I most respect for the man, that's how I am, because if I'm on that stage, I wouldn't want to get booed off.
Yeah.
There was a time that I'll pull up at a house party I performed and nobody was moving. But at the same time, I was still on the stage. I was still giving that energy, like as if I was really rocking with myself. And so, like, that's how I see that. Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself before going on stage? What's the ritual like?
Look, the ritual is to bless the Henny bottle. All right. The ritual is to bless the Henny bottle. Look, if D'Lo's in here right now, he knows what's up. Um, No, but to be on a serious note, besides the turn up, the ritual is to remain calm. To remain calm. Because at the end of the day, you ask for it. It's not like somebody's forcing you to go on stage. Like no, like you're asking to get that mic and perform in front of these people and give them a good time.
Yeah.
So have that in your mind, like, yo, man, I'm going to give these people the night of their lives.
Yup.
You know what I mean? So when I go on stage, if I end up slipping and falling, so be it. At the end of the day, you're there for them. It's not really for you. Like, you make music for you, but you only get big because of them.
Right.
So it's like, oh, 100%. My ritual for the concert is to remain calm, to have a positive attitude, and just go in there and have fun, man. Because at the end of the day, it's like no, everyone's looking at you, but they're really looking at you for themselves. Because they're in love with who you are because of who they are. You know what I mean? Like, if they rock with their music, it's because they're connected with you in some kind of way. They
Facts.
have experienced something like to where your music connected to them for whatever period of time it was. So that's how I look at it, dude. You're there for why they feel they rock with you. And the more that you give them, the more that you show them, the more that they'll rock with you,
Man,
So
bro.
that's my ritual, man. Just remember that at the end of the day, you're here to entertain,
Yeah.
straight up. And that's for anybody, any artist, any producer, anytime you go into the booth, anytime you go to the studio, you're going on podcasts, you're doing it for them.
That's a very good answer, dog. Now, when you're making your music, bro, is there a main message you're trying to get out there?
All right. So yes, there is definitely a message. Typically, obviously, love,
Yeah.
love is in a lot of my songs. But all right. So I don't know if you know, I don't curse in my music. I don't have one curse word. I try not to curse. So the message is in my music is that you can still rap and you can still not curse with a dope beat. Like, I'm a firm believer in Christianity, and I put in a positive perspective for a lot of individuals. And so when it comes down to the rap game and how I want to be like, look, man, I can be cold and still not cuss, dude, and I'll
Damn.
rap any of you guys, right? But at the
Yeah.
same time, have it in a way to where I can encourage you guys. You know what I mean? I can encourage the next person. Like, I numerous times, I've seen people who hear my music and who I start making music with, and then I start hearing they're using my ad lib, or they're delivering it some kind of way, which is completely fine. Like, I rock with that because it shows how good you are and how better you can get. Because it's like, if you hear somebody using your last bar, you don't want to use that bar again. I'm just like, oh, good, for sure. I'm not gonna use that bar ever again. I'm gonna make something else. And
Yo.
so that's how it is. When you see people are rocking with your wave and they're using your material, then it's like, all right, bet. Yeah, I know I'm doing good. Now I'm gonna do better.
Wow, dog. That's wild. I didn't notice that you don't
Yeah.
cuss in your music, bro. That's wild.
Yeah, no, I don't curse, man. I don't. I try not to curse, but in my music, I'm a family guy, dude. Like, I want my family to rock with me. I want my little brothers jamming my stuff after school. Like, I want my music to look. Listen, man. Like, there's a lot. I know my music's on SoundCloud, dude, but I want my music to one day be played for somebody's wedding. Like, my song to be one day preferred at the family reunion, preferred at the quinceañera. Like, to
Yeah.
be for real with you, I'm gonna just leak this, but I do have a song right now with an artist in Ecuador.
No way.
I have a Spanish song that, when I tell you it's a hit, dude. It's amazing. And I mean, this guy killed it, dude. I wasn't speaking a lick of Spanish, but you know, that's just how it is. So yeah, man,
Now,
like,
what were you saying?
no, I was finished, man. That's it, dude. Like,
So that's an
I,
exclusive right there.
yeah, I didn't want to say too much, man. I kind of went a little too out there.
Yo, bro, I'm looking forward to that, dog. That's a big move right there.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, dude. And now it's out there, I kind of I'm gonna make it happen, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I got a lot of flavors, man. So, I want my music to go everywhere, for sure.
Bro, that's a great message, dog. Now, when it comes to your music, bro, the writing process, recording, performing, what is your favorite?
So I'm gonna keep it real, dude. I'll keep it from most favorite to the worst part, right? There's not a worst part. There's not a favorite part. Everything is trial and error. Everything. Like there's sometimes, dude, like I write a song and I'm like, I write a song and I don't like the song anymore. But I use those lyrics on a different beat and it sounds way better.
Whoa,
Or or I do this a lot, and this is how I feel like I'm a little bit unique in my writing, where I would write a full song, right? And then I would switch the song. So the end of the song will be the beginning will be the end.
damn, bro,
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
I would do that 100%. I would do that. And because towards the end of the song you kind of feel it more. You're like, all right, I just finished it. And then you're just like, wait a second. If I start like this
Yeah,
and then end it like this, all right, cool. Like, so it sometimes the start will be in the middle or the bottom will be in the middle. Like I'll switch it up, but I'm really unique when it comes down to my writing, my freestyling, and all that. Yeah.
damn, bro, that's really dope. Now, you did speak on back in a couple years ago, you were managing a few folks. Is that something that you really want to pursue, like as far as getting your own label going?
So I will say this: I do have a label right now, and I do have artists underneath my wing. So I have my artist Caleb Two Live. I've been managing him for about 3 years now. Have my artist J Boogie, Lou 3000, and I also have my producer in Canada who I also manage. His name is AB on the beat. Hottest 14-year-old producer you'll meet, dude. Fire.
Damn, that's
And I also have exclusive DJ in Brazil. His name
whoa.
is Doctor. Yeah, 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 yeah. His name is Doctor Little Yurt or Doctor Yurt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So shout out to Little Yurt, by the way. But yeah, dude. So I do have people that are underneath, my campaign. It's not underneath, but like, underneath the umbrella. Just like how I'm underneath my same umbrella. Everything is, a brand. So, you know, whenever I, make moves and whenever I do concerts and, I'm doing executions, I do have people behind me who, I feel who would deserve the first up spot, for features, music videos, the concert opens, who's going to perform with me, stuff like that. Because I know everybody there's more, but there's more potential talent out there, and so how that goes, man. It's just lit. It's just
Yo,
lit how the selective people who I really rock with.
mm, listening to you right now, the way you're talking about the way you want to have the rollout, it sounds a lot like a little bit of Kanye West, bro.
That's insane. That's insane, man. How you just said that. I've never had that comparison. Um, and yeah, you're definitely right, dude. The fashion, I'm definitely on that. And wow, dude, I just thought of that, man. I never really studied Kanye, but to refer and reflect back, yeah, man, I can definitely see that comparison.
Yes,
Oh my
sir.
God, that's amazing, man. I like that. I appreciate that, dude.
You got it, bro. Now with the merch, are you doing something specific for merch? Or are you trying to start your own fashion line?
Hey, hold on. Let me. Now that you asked, let me show you something really quick, dude.
Let's
I'm
go.
on game.
Yeah.
So look, right? Go to the mirror real quick. So I've actually hand painted and designed this outfit here, right? So it's a little jacket, the hat, you
Damn.
know, it's a little fit. The collar has the blue
Yo, that's
camo.
fly.
The back has the blue camo. My signature flower, which is right here. Yeah, man. So this is
Damn.
this is like my first. And hey, check this. No, tell me you know anybody with a cross dot on the
Hey.
like, that's how I'm rocking, man. And the hat too. My signature flower. Um, I'm just gonna rock.
Yeah.
Pretty much what I'm trying to get at this is, like I'm really trying to be creative and be, like the first to ever do whatever I do. So it's like when it comes down to like how I, make my fashion and, my merch and all that, I want to make sure that it's something that I would wear and
Yeah.
something that, like that I feel people will say, oh, it's original. It's something that's not, something that's not at Walmart, something that we can't find at, something that you can find at Zoomies. I don't want. If you can find it at Target, if you can find it at, if you can find it at Macy's, I don't want it. And if I do get it, I'm going to like paint it and do whatever I can to make it how I like it. Cut it up, sew this patch on there. I really like doing that. So. I do have a merch drop coming soon. I don't have an exact date. I'm still in school, so the exact details are delayed, but the designs are coming in. I do have a designer. She's working on the designs. Um, yeah, I have a designer in Brazil, bro. She's going to be working with me, dude, and she's going to help me, get my ideas out there. And I do have my videographer, Kirko Caleb, actually has a brand, and I wanted to lock in with him on a collab. So we're going to collab, and that'll be my merch job. Is going to be collabing with 777, and
Big moves.
the my fashion designer in Brazil. She's going to be designing the logos and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, it's in the process. It's just in the matter of time. Once once my music is. See, the thing is how I look at music now, dude, like I know I can make a good song. I know, like, like the album can be happen. I can make an EP in a week, so it's like now it's time to get the tour ready. It's time to get the fashion ready. It's time to get the marketing, like everything concrete. So once people click that button or people show up to your concert, you got everything ready,
Yes.
so right now I'm getting the works in, the blueprint ready. So once, let's say next summer, next spring break, actually, not next Rolling Loud, but next South by Southwest. I want to do the South by Southwest 2022.
There we go.
So
Damn, bro.
that's what I'm going for. And that's the first time I've publicly even said that, dude. Like, and I haven't told nobody, but I'm going for South by Southwest 2022. And yeah, dude, I'm going to make it happen. So that's what I'm getting ready for.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Austin, Texas, if you can make it, in 2022, let me
Big.
know, dude, and I'll get you there, man. We'll get you there. We'll chop it up.
Yeah, dog. That'd be crazy if I can capture you performing at Rolling Loud, bro. That's a big ass move, dog. You got it,
Yeah,
too. You
yeah.
got it, bro.
If not Rolling Loud, like I said, South by Southwest, man. Like,
Yeah.
like, do you know what South by Southwest is, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, exactly. You already know how it is, man. The scene is intense, and if you know about Austin, Texas, it's the music capital of the world. So literally, it's the music capital of the world, and I'm gonna make it happen, dude. I'm gonna make it happen for sure.
Hey, a mil by 30?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Mill by 30, baby. That's I'm manifesting that name. That's
Yeah.
how I came up with the name Millionaire by 30. I've always said that. So yeah, Millionaire by 30 for sure.
Damn, bro. That's dope, dog. I mean, I see you, dude. You're gonna be a billionaire, bro, if you keep up with this, dog. You got everything in line, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I will say it, dude, like my mom, she's wealthy, man. She's my mom is my fight. Look, D'Angelo's my financial advisor. My cousin is my financial advisor. My mom is my investor. You know,
Mm.
my mother, she's a supporter of my music, and I'm not gonna sit here and I know she's probably not even on this slide. She probably won't even know, but she's a huge supporter of my music, man. Financially, and as well as like she likes what I do. So, man, like forget millionaire, billionaire, dude. I'm talking about like generational wealth, man. And not even just in music, man. Like I'm into real estate. Um, we do have a few properties as well. Like there's more moves and more stuff that goes behind the scenes. Like so it's not just music. It's a lifestyle for
Damn,
sure.
bro. And you're showing it, and you're showing it so well. And it's so crazy that you're so humble, bro. I can't. There's a star shining on you. You deserve it. The team is crazy, bro. You going global, dog?
Yeah, so honestly, man, look, I'll tell you this, man. When I started noticing that, I went to Specs one time, and this lady with a Corvette, the new Corvettes, that the 2020 Corvettes that came out when they first came out. This lady saw me when she came out the Corvette, brand new, and she's like, "You're 96, right? Can I take a picture with you?" I was just like, "Yeah."
Whoa.
You know, I went outside of a gas station in a random part of Houston, and some guy was just like, "Yo, 96." I turned around. He's like, "Yo, what's up, bro? I met you in the studio." I was just like, "Whoa." I was like, people really rock with me like that. So yeah, man, like it's all about like just staying who you are, dude. Because the starlight and the spotlight was on you when you didn't know it. It was just a matter of time before it hit your bank account. You know what I mean? You had the million before you had it.
Yo, that's
That's
wild,
it.
bro.
Yeah, man. That's how it is. You already have it right now. It just hasn't hit yet. It just hasn't came, but you got it.
Yo, that's a crazy way to look at it, dog. I never really thought of it that way. That's nuts. You already got it, bro. You're already there.
Exactly, exactly. So that's to sum up that question that you asked earlier with do I want to see myself famous and where I see myself? That's why I say like there's no end game because it's like I feel right now I'm famous,
Yeah.
like and it's not just because like my music's fire and I have quality music and because at the end of the day I do hard work so I get good work, but at the end of the day it's like if I feel that I'm famous right now, then it's not gonna affect me or worry me when I'm in the spotlight. I'm in the, now XXL, I'm turning down XXL interviews. I'm turning down $1 million Sony label deals, stuff
Dang.
like that because I prepared for it already. So that's how it is, man. I already have that million, dude. It just
Yeah.
hasn't came yet.
Yo, so when did you know that you wanted this artistic lifestyle? What age?
Honestly, dude, so I think I was like 6 years old. I recorded my first song. My
Yo,
uncle, my Theo, he's a huge. My uncle Nick, he's a huge guy in the music. Like he was doing a lot of stuff like when BET was going up in like 2002, 2001. All that kind of stuff, early 2000s. And like that's my mother's brother. And I don't think I was in California. I was in the IE. I was in Victorville.
yo,
And yeah, I was in Vegas at my grandmother's house, and I pulled up to the studio. He had a studio in the garage. This is back then, like when like you had to have the real studio, or you didn't have anything. So we're talking about like the big mixing
facts.
board,
Yeah.
the OG boost, like the press and record button kind of stuff. So that I made a song 6 years old, and ever since then, like I was obsessed with making my own studio. Like I remember, I don't know if you remember those days when they had like the long computer mics. They kind of
Yeah.
curved, like the Logitech computer mics. So
Yeah.
like I hung that like from a shoestring and plugged that into the computer. It was pretending I was recording. I didn't know how to. I would think I was like 11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my first studio, this is how it came about. I started cutting hair. Me and D'Angelo, we both cut hair. And so I saw he was cutting, and I was like, all right, for sure. I want to start cutting, and I want to be better than you. I want to be just like you, my cousin. And so I started cutting hair, and then I realized I started making money. So I'm like, all right. And so one of my homies that I work that lived down the street from me that I work with music with right now, his name is Wavy. He was doing music, and so pretty much like he was done with it. I think he was trying to buy like an ounce or something. He was like, "Hey man, like I'm selling my mic. You want it?" And I bought the mic, dude. And I ordered an interface online. In 2012, I had my first studio. You know, the songs weren't good. Trash, obviously, but it was a start. And I started DJing my sophomore year in high school. I was hosting parties, and I realized that okay, I can host parties and perform my music. So that's what I did. I made some songs, hosted a party, and performed it. And that's how I was doing it throughout high school. And so I was known for the guy that I was known for the rapper. You know, I was the rapper before SoundCloud was lit, before
For
YouTube
real.
was lit. When everybody was shuffling and jerking and not worried about rap, bro, I was shuffling, jerking, DJing parties, and recording music. You know, I was doing all that. So
Yeah.
this is before cameras on phones. You know what I mean, dude? Like,
For real, bro.
you
Talking
know what I
about
mean? Before cameras on phones, man. So it's like, it's like it came up from I came up from a long ways, man. And I like I said, I didn't start taking music serious until 2016 when I moved to California and Tribe Called Records was a thing. It was at that point I was like, okay, cool, because I had songs, I had my recording equipment, but it was when other people heard my music and they're just like, this is it, this is blah blah blah, and I was just like, no way, you rock with it, blah, for real. And seeing how people reacted and heard my music, I was like, I can do this. And so it was
yeah.
2016. I was like, you know what? Like, let me start investing in studio equipment. So right now I have some good gear. That's why my music sounds how it does. I do mix a lot of my music as well too. But yeah, man, yeah. So that's how that all came about. For sure.
Yo, that's crazy how things were so different back then, bro.
Right? Looking back at it, it's like how? How did we survive?
Serious, bro.
You know
For
what I
real.
mean? Like before Wi-Fi was Wi-Fi, like you had to plug in the cord,
Yeah.
to the modem. So it's like it's insane, man. It's insane how things came about. But yeah, man, I came from the computer era before
Yeah.
Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. The landline.
The landline.
Yeah, man. The Ethernet,
Man.
Ethernet wave, bro. Ethernet wave. Nobody knows
This,
about that. All these kids
nah.
are, bro. Look, man. Like if I grew up and I had a recording software on my phone, I probably would have been like, like literally like the next whoever, because these guys they make music on their phones now, and it's like boom, it's like
Yeah.
instant. You know,
Instant,
you
bro.
can you can do it while you're, it's raining outside and you're standing waiting at the bus stop. You know what I mean?
That's true, dog. You could just be in the rain recording a jam like nothing.
Straight up, man. One of your headphones, Bluetooth.
Yo, now with all the artists that you work on, bro, they're all fire. You haven't worked with someone who was whack. Now let's talk about how you clicked up with Jaggy. How did that come about?
Ooh. So, I gotta shout out Kill Vinny, right? So one day I was I have a DJ ashtray, as you know, and I do like slow reverb, and I also do host and different kind of drops for like just slow and reverb though. Float and reverb, that's like my vibe, like that coding crazy
Yeah.
vibe. So like one day like I was just networking through SoundCloud and I saw Kill Vinny. And I hit Kill Vinny up on SoundCloud and we tapped in, and so he added me to this group on Instagram, and Jaggy was one of the guys in the group. Kill Vinny, I think he's from like Wisconsin, and Jaggy's in Canada. And so one day Jaggy put his live in the group chat, and I was just like, who is this guy? I never seen him before, so I clicked the live, just like how we are right now. Click the live, and I'm seeing he's in the studio, and I'm like, dang, this
Dang.
guy has a nice studio. And then I'm like, dang, that's the song he just made. And I'm looking at, him on live and how he's talking. And I'm just like, where's this guy from, dude? Like, songs that I've never seen this guy before, right? So
Yeah.
he's having, like, people come in and out of live. So I'm like, all right, for sure, request. And, we started talking through live, and then from there, I got his information. We were locked in ever since, man. And, Jaggy in Vancouver, Canada. I don't know if you're familiar, but it's like how San Diego is to the US, that's how Vancouver is. It's the last city of Canada on the West Coast,
Yeah.
right? So you have Vancouver, then you have Seattle, right? What I mean? You have San Diego, then you have Tijuana. So
Yeah.
that's how Vancouver is. This dude is running the town in Vancouver, man. I mean, like, it's nuts, dude. This guy has an extreme, like, he's doing concerts, video shoots,
Dang.
guys pulling out in a SUV Jaguar, you know what I mean, leather seats. So it's like, like that, my guy, he's doing his thing, and it's like we networked, and ever since it's all been love, it's all been just good quality music, good, good conversations. I can see he's serious, and it's like, it's amazing, man, to find somebody that, is in the same underground scene and is like going hard just as much as you are and still humble. So, I see Jaggy's in the comments, man. Shout out my boy Jaggy, man. Locked in, and we've been going crazy ever since.
Yeah, dog. Shout out Jaggy. Yeah, that fool is dope. I remember you linked me up with him for a bit, and you could just feel the energy, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's what I like doing, That's why when you say like how do I do the networking, man, it's like situations like this, like, like I want you to lock in with Jaggy because one day you can rock with 96 and the next day you can be like, yo, I want to listen to some Jaggy. I want to listen to Star Dawn. I want to listen to, some Caleb 2 Live. I want to listen to Broken. I want to listen to FIM Biggs, all these artists, you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't know who they are unless somebody speaks up. And I feel like I can be that figure to speak up, like, YNG Trippy, you know, um, all these artists, like Kill Vinny, Kato, Kappa, all these guys, man, like, that I network with and that are like, here's this one's from Dallas, this guy's from, Chicago, this guy, it's saying their name, sending you the link, sharing their music, and having everybody tapping with them because that's what the underground's about is connecting everybody. So,
Yes, sir.
I'm glad that you tapped in with Jaggy because that's what music is all about, man. Just networking and not holding back and being selfish,
Facts,
for sure.
bro. A lot of these artists sometimes are selfish, bro, and they're not gonna get nowhere that way.
No doubt, man. No doubt. It sucks. Some guys scam. Some guys do their thing. But at the end of the day, man, not everybody is good people. So you kind of just gotta pick and choose who you surround yourself with, man, and go crazy with it.
Facts, dog. Have you ever had like a bad experience with someone?
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. But I will say this, dude. Being a firm believer of positivity and what goes around comes around. It's like at the end of the day, somebody can, scam me on a beat or scam me on an open, and of course I'm going to be hurt. My pockets are going to be hurt. Well, not too much, obviously, but they're going to be like, dang, like that really just happened. But at the end of the day, it's like that's the name of the game, dude. Like it's kind of like this, man. You're going to wake up one day and it's just like, what is it going to take for me to get there, And it's like, dude, that album Lost Adventure, man, those 2 years, dude, those 2 years are long, man. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, audio engineers are canceling on me. Like producers aren't sending the right beats. I'm like emailing, texting these guys 3, 4 times, calling them up. I'm paying them money. Nobody's coming through. Stuff like that. Um, oh, I have to watch the little ones. Because I have family, man. I'm an uncle. So I have nephews. I have to watch my nephews sometimes. I have to go to the weddings. I have to go in vacation. So at the end of the day, man, it all comes down to like, narrowing down your vision and what you're willing to do to get there. So if you can spend $200 and everything can go perfect, why can't you spend 400 and everything go crappy? You know what I mean?
Facts. Damn, bro. You have a
Yeah.
lot of great experience, bro.
Dude, it's, it all comes with trial and error, man, and it's about speaking up. So somebody like Jaggy can benefit from it, or his failures can be my benefits. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Or even with you, like, I remember you tweeted one day like, oh man, like Uphill Radio's done for. And I was so hurt. I was like, dang, Uphill Radio. I was like, it's just getting to the fifth episode. I'm like, what the heck? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what is it going to take for Baker to keep it going? And so that's kind of how that was, man. But it's just all about, it's just all about how much you're willing to put in and how much you're willing to get. Because you're always going to get something negative or positive.
Yo, it's crazy that you brought that up because those words that you said, it did help me, bro. You know what I mean? If you didn't say that, maybe Uphill Radio would have went somewhere else with it. Like when people speak up, bro, it does help. I take that feedback. So I appreciate
That's
you, bro.
nice, man. Yeah, for sure, man. 100%, dude. And it's because of you, dude. Like, I didn't know there was metal rap, bro. Like, I didn't know that, like that that dark tone of like, like was
Yeah,
existent. I was like, I'm looking for that, but who do I search up? It's
right.
kind of like you look for 96, but if you don't know 96, how are you gonna find them? So
True.
it's like, like it's like, you sometimes you just need those outlets, man. You need people to get that spotlight, and you're taking that spotlight. You're taking that role. You know what I mean? Like you're next up because you're next up. I'm next up.
Yo, man, I appreciate that, dog. For real. Thank you, bro.
Straight up, man. 100%.
Jaggy's talking about a show. Now, is that part of the tour rollout?
So, let me speak on that. All right. So he has a show coming up, and he did ask the venue if I can get on the show. Because of Corona, everything is just a little. It's a little bit iffy right now. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Canada is going through the same crisis as we are.
Yeah.
COVID is affecting everybody.
Yeah.
So I would love to go perform. The venue already approved it. Now it's just like getting the test done. Getting what up? I'll give you 1 second. Yes, sir. I'm right here. I'll give me 1 second, man.
Mhm.
So I'm coming for where's your roommate?
He's in the shower.
Has he done his veto yet?
No, I don't. He's in the shower. I don't know. But just let me know whenever. Hey, I'll close the door, but just let me know when to do it. All right? Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry. What was the question again, dude? Sorry, somebody came in my dorm.
Talking about the show in Canada.
Yeah. So I want to do it. It's just getting the test done. Getting the test done and making sure everything's ready and aligned. Because the music's out there, dude. The video guys, he's ready to go. Everybody's ready to go. It's just making sure that I get there and COVID doesn't hold anything back. Because at the end of the day, man, like I'm gonna spill this out too. I'm trying to meet Trippie Redd, dude. I have a feature with Zelly Ocho. So it's not just the concert in Canada. It's a concert in Canada. It's meeting Trippie Redd, going backstage with K Suave and Zelly Ocho, shooting the video with Zelly Ocho. Then bouncing to Vegas to shoot the video in Vegas. You know what I mean? And then come back to Houston and shoot the video in Houston, and do the concert in Houston. It's a lot, dude. It's not just, the concert in Canada, you know what I mean? So, and we're talking about back to back. The concert in Canada is September 22nd. The concert in Houston is the 23rd September. So it's like, I plan on shooting the video on the 23rd, but I have to perform in Canada on the 22nd. How am I going to do this? Because in Canada, you need to have the what's it called? The test. You need to have the test 3 days prior to leaving. And so I don't know if you know, but the instant results for COVID, the tests are back right now. Everybody's back. Back order. Everybody, dude. It's the back order. Crazy. It's hitting the whole nation. So it's like, it's really stressful, man. And being an international star, I can see why it's a little bit more complex. I don't know how Drake does it, how Tory Lanez does it, because they're residents in Canada. But at the end of the day, it's worth it, man. The back-to-back grind, like Jaggy said, it's 100% worth it, man. So it's all in the game, man. So I do have everything ready, to go. It is just just making sure that everything falls through.
Damn, that's crazy. Has the whole lockdown Corona thing affected your pockets, or has it improved the pockets?
So that's a love and hate relationship, man. I made more money in COVID than I ever did, but I spent more money.
Yeah.
So did COVID help or did it not help? I can't really say anything because I may have not had Lost Adventure if COVID didn't happen. It gave me the time to first thing not have a job because everything was closed, so I didn't have a job for quite a bit. And it's like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be in the studio. All right, well, if I'm just going to be in the studio and have all this equipment, let me run a studio. And so because of COVID, I was like, let me just open up the studio to the public. I started doing $20 an hour, to the homies, $40 an hour to randoms. And it was history after that, man. Like that's how all the videos came about, and just the ideas, man, having fun, learning, failing, losing money, winning money, losing girlfriends, relationships, making new ones, business moves. So it was a huge adventure for the COVID season, but yeah, it definitely affected me 100%, dude.
Damn, that's crazy though. But I'm glad that you took it as an opportunity, bro, and you ran with it.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Now,
100%.
I know it's kind of hard to hear questions like this because your whole tape, Lost Adventure, is fire, bro. But if you had to pick one, what's your favorite song at the tape?
I'll have to say one song. It'll be Beverly Hills. Give me
Beverly?
1 second, man. What's up?
Yeah, no worries, man.
I'm busy right now, but the sweep? All right. I'll get it done. I'll get it done. Give me like 5 minutes. He's in there. He's in the shower. Stop.
You're good, bro. You're good. So Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills, man. I have angels on my head, yet the demons on my soul. I just took another trip, yet I feel like I'm at home. Look me in the eyes, tell me if. Dang, look me in the eyes, tell me if it's real. Dang, what did I say? It's embarrassing. You kind of caught me off spot.
Nah, you had it, dog. You got it. It's a
I'm
Beverly
like,
Hills.
and then, yeah, dude, but Beverly Hills, man, that's an old song that I recorded, man. It was like the start of my album, man. But Beverly Hills for sure. Best song that I like. My second best though is La Nina. La Nina, and then Fashion third. John Cena's my fourth. Boom. And then Amazing fifth. That's it. It's lit. And then of course, you got Yeah. Yeah's a classic. You know what I mean? You have Off-White classics. Teen's a classic. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's cool, man. It's cool, dude. But at the end of the day, man, my album, it definitely has a lot of versatility for sure. And, I really can't pick a favorite, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I like every song. But there's some songs that I was not gonna put on. Like, to put it out there, I was not gonna drop Off-White. I wasn't gonna drop it.
What?
I was not gonna drop Off-White. What made me drop Off-White was the reaction I got from people. They're just like, yo, I like Off-White. I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
Like, because it was one of those songs that, we kind of just pulled up to the studio because we were bored.
Yeah.
And I bought the beat, I paid like $200 for that night, the studio with the beat and all that kind of stuff. And, like, it was just like a fun song, we just went to the studio for fun. I had my artist, I was like, let's do it. And it ended up, we ended up making that. And I was like, oh, should I drop it as a single? Should I put it on the album? What should I do with it? And I was like, let me just put it on the album.
Yeah, that's a good choice, dog. I'm glad you did that. Off-White is dope. I like that song a lot, especially the beat. When the beat transitions, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's insane, man. I appreciate that, dude. That's good feedback.
You got it, bro. Now I got 2 more questions for you, dog.
Yeah.
One, one is, how did Ella come about, bro? That's my favorite track from you.
Ella. So, floor to Ella. I'm up in the hills, up in Bel Air. I'm feeling gone. Kick with celebrities, say I'm too real. Bro, what you mean? I'm not signing no deal. So what that was is like, it was my time in LA. Like when I was kicking it with Can Summers, DJ Fat, 16-year-old. I was kicking it with all these guys, like I'm kicking it with celebrities, dude, like in Beverly Hills at this mansion party. That, and it's like, we're turning up, like making music. And it's kind of just like, yeah, I'll rock with this. And so when I got back to Texas, like I was like, dude, I need to make something, man. I need to do something. Cause like I like making stories in my music, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, like let me make a song about my experience in LA. And so boom, I didn't put everything in there. I just put like, just a little portion, but yeah, that it just came from my trip in LA. That's what I do, man. A lot of the songs that I have, bro, like I go like that's the thing, man. Like a person can only do so much in a box. Sometimes you need to go outside of it, right? So it's like how I look at it is sometimes you just need to go go somewhere, man. Go on a vacation and record a song and come back.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
yo,
And listen to however you felt when you were there. And so that's what it is, dude. That's how I do, man. For sure.
yo, good advice right there, dog. That's real good.
Yeah, man. That's my idea, man. No cap.
This is some good quotes by you, bro. Those are some good quotes. Now, last question, bro. What's next for 96? What's the next thing right now?
Next is the tour. Not only do I have few shows coming up, but I do have a tour that's getting ready. I'm going to do a Texas, Louisiana tour with this punk rock band.
Dang.
Yeah, we're trying to get it done. I'm trying to get a Warehouse Live in Houston booked for next year. But the tour merch is definitely on the way. As you can see, this is like original, you know. And this is just ideas, just so I can have, you know. Um, I have an IA's EP that's going to drop pretty soon. He's going to have YP, which is Can and Summers DJ. I don't know if you know, um, but I have a whole EP with Can. I'm sorry, not Can IA's. I'm going to shoot a video for Back to H with Can, and I'm trying to get this video set in stone with Zelly Ocho. So that's my next step. But I do have a song for Beverly Hills though, and it has two strippers in it on both sides. So
That's gonna be
yeah,
fire,
man.
dog.
So let me tell you this story, man. Before we go.
Yeah.
So I was kicking in LA, and I had got jumped the first day I was there, right?
Yo.
Moving around, I got jumped. There was a war going on, and I ended up locking in with this prostitute, dude, like this huge prostitute. I was like, what the? I was asking for an iPhone charger because I was mad. I didn't want to go into my bag. I was just mad. I was like, I had like two bands on me. I just got jumped. These dudes stole my diamond chain, but they didn't take my two bands, right? So I'm there with two bands, right? And I'm like, hey, like, can I buy an iPhone charger? My phone is dying. And she's like, no, this is my only one. I was like, all right, for sure. You're cute. Let me get your number I'm shooting a video tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Shot the video on Rodeo Drive. Lit. Everything's cool. Videographer. Everything's lit. Bro, I go to the hibachi spot and spend $200 on 3 plates of lobster, shrimp, and steak, right? Over rice. And this
Nice.
guy from Brooklyn in a Wraith pulls up and takes both of the girls, bro.
Oh.
I was chilling in a Kia Soul. He pulled up in a Wraith and took the girls from me.
Oh, man, brother.
Look,
Yo, what a day, dog.
look, and then check this out. I went to go kick it with Can and Summers right after that, and they're telling me where the hoes at, bro. Imagine how I looked. But that's a story I just wanted to tell you.
Thanks for the story, bro. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure having you here, dog, on Untitled Radio. I
Hey
appreciate your
man,
time.
thanks for having me, man. I appreciate you having me tonight. Once again, Baker, Uphill Radio, much love. And if you aren't rocking with them, rock with Uphill Radio because he is changing the underground.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. 96 to LA. You have a good one, bro. It's a pleasure.
Peace.
Have a good one, dog.